Next speaker is Naira Karapetyan from Armenia.
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to reply to my other colleague that, of course, he is from the country that are specialists in criminal regime, in falsification of referendums, voting, etc. So I really appreciate him to talk about his own country, his own voting, and his own criminal. And now I want to share with you a situation which is becoming really very alarming and will definitely shadow the whole Assembly. This is about our former colleague, the former head of my political group, Luca Volonte, and there is a huge number of concerning information in media, and of course the main role plays again Azerbaijan. According to the prosecutors of Milan, Luca Volonte, a former MP from UDC and a former chairman of EPP group at PASE, currently under the investigation of corruption and money laundering, accepted a bribe of €2,030,090 from the Azerbaijani government. And he may have oriented the vote of EPP group at PASE to reject the report on political prisoners in Azerbaijan.
Stop. Madam Karapetyan, this is under a judgment in his own country, please. This is not a tribunal. I said the same this morning to the head of your delegation. Please, don't use the Parliamentary Assembly for these questions. If in the future he is condemned, of course we will talk about that. But for the moment, it's just under a judgment, like a lot of people in the world. So please, you have the floor, but not for this. If you continue with this, I will leave the floor.
The Parliamentary Assembly, the whole. So I may speak about whatever I think concerning Parliamentary Assembly. So I will go on with the fact that in the media, open media, and everyone may look and read what is going on. So let me go on with my speech. Thank you. Mr. Volonte may have oriented...
Sorry. I said, not in this way. You are allowed to say everything you want, but not on this question. This is under the tribunals of Italy. It's not the business of this Parliamentary Assembly. Sorry. I called you to the order.
And now this is the topic that concerning all the Parliamentary Assembly. And I want to share my thoughts and my concerning with my colleagues. Why are you shutting me up? May I go on?
Not on this issue.
On the issue of barbering, on the issue of corruption. So I will go on. After this kind of news, I think that the whole Assembly would have been shocked. Really, the topic of bribing, corruption and anti-lobbying is continuously spoken in many speeches of our colleagues, about several colleagues on several topics. This topic is also continuously spoken during private meetings and concerning many of us. But this is quite another case, with concrete and specific facts that Milan prosecutors have. The smell of corruption within the Assembly has become real, and we should unite our efforts, Mr. President, to cut down any step of bribing and anti-lobbying for saving the main aim of our Assembly. This improves once more the importance of the report of Mr. Ledel-Grander on the following up to Resolution 1903, promoting and strengthening transparency, accountability and integrity of Parliamentary Assembly members. Mr. President, I think that Parliamentary Assembly must cut the sense of bribing totally by letting the Parliament members talk on the topics which may be not so good for everyone, but it is really a problem. Thank you.
Thank you. I remind you that this morning in the Bureau, we insist that please don't make accusations without proof. I insist in that.